Hello and welcome to Housing TV News at the top of the hour, coming to you from our studios here in the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Dorcas Chia. Our top stories. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Kagame strengthen Nigeria-Rwanda trade relations. Dangote rejects NNPC offer for more refinery shares. Soludo commissions community built road in Anambra. And on the foreign scene, we'll be looking at the United States easing visa rules for World Cup visitors. And now the news in detail. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Rwanda's President Paul Kagame have agreed to deepen economic and diplomatic ties between Nigeria and Rwanda during a meeting in Kigali ahead of the Africa CEO Forum. According to a statement by the presidential spokesman Bayo Onanuga, both leaders resolved to revive the Joint Permanent Ministerial Commission to boost cooperation in trade, tourism, anti-corruption and regional integration. Tinubu also said Nigeria would consider introducing a 30-day visa-free policy for Rwandans similar to Rwanda's arrangement for Nigerians to encourage stronger economic and people-to-people relations. The two presidents reaffirmed support for the African Continental Free Trade Area and discussed improving regional trade through enhanced air cargo connectivity with RwandAir. The Africa CEO Forum begins May 14th in Kigali and will bring together business leaders and investors across the continent. Moving forward, the federal government has clarified reports surrounding the approval of a 40% peculiar allowance for federal civil servants. In a statement issued by the Office of the Head of the Civil Service of the Federation, the government explained that the office neither approved nor communicated the allowance to labor unions, noting that such responsibility belongs to the National Salaries, Incomes and Wages Commission. The office stated that the meeting recently held by the head of civil service, Didi Wilson Jack, was aimed at resolving issues between organized labor and the commission to maintain industrial harmony. It, however, reaffirmed that the federal government had earlier approved welfare packages for civil servants, including an upward review of peculiar allowances, improved duty tour allowance, estacode, and a 10 billion naira housing loan scheme for public servants. Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde says ongoing infrastructure development, improved security, and long-term tourism policies will position Oyo as the tourism capital of southwest Nigeria. Makinde stated this at the International Tourism Summit Oyo State 2026 held at the University of Ibadan, noting that his administration is focused on building sustainable structures that will attract investors and boost tourism growth. He highlighted major road projects, a 25-year tourism master plan, and concession agreements for key tourist sites as part of efforts to strengthen the sector. A former Ekiti State Governor Kayode Fayemi also urged the state government to institutionalize tourism policies to ensure continuity beyond political administrations. And now the Nigerian Communications Commission says telecom operators and tower companies have invested about 2.5 trillion naira in network infrastructure and upgrades in 2025 despite growing complaints over poor service delivery. In a statement signed by the NCC's Head of Public Affairs, Nnenna Okoha, the Commission disclosed that mobile network operators invested over 2.13 trillion naira, while tower companies committed an additional 373.8 billion naira to expand and modernize telecom infrastructure nationwide. According to the NCC, the investment supported the upgrade and deployment of more than 2,800 telecom sites, alongside the expansion of 4G and 5G networks across the country. The Commission acknowledged persistent complaints from subscribers over dropped calls, slow internet speeds, and unstable network services, but noted that operators have continued network expansion efforts to improve service quality. The regulator added that over 12,000 telecom sites are expected to be added or upgraded in 2026, with nearly 3,000 already completed. In another development, President of Dangote Group, Aliko Dangote, says the company has declined NNPC's request to increase its 7.25% stake in the Dangote refinery. Speaking during an interview with the Norwegian Sovereign Wealth Fund CEO, Nikolai Tangjen, Dangote said the refinery plans to go public so more Nigerians can invest in it. He also disclosed that the refinery is currently processing about 661,000 barrels of crude oil daily, above its installed capacity. Meanwhile, Nigerian Mainstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority data showed local petrol supply rose to 3.18 billion liters in the first quarter of 2026, while fuel imports dropped significantly, reflecting increased domestic refining capacity. We take a pause here, and up next are news stories from the beauty sector and other stories. Do stay with us.
Are you getting ready for another big one? The largest housing show in Africa. 2 decades of relentless exhibition and conference. The 20th edition of the Africa International Housing Show, happening from the 13th to 18th of July 2026 at the prestigious Transcorp Hilton Hotel, Abuja, Nigeria. This premier event is Africa's largest housing and construction expo, attracting over 50,000 attendees in Africa and beyond, thereby giving room for developers, construction giants, financiers, home interiors, mortgage and microfinance banks, drawing from about 21 different countries of the world. Get ready to be part of history.
You're watching Housing TV News, and now to the beauty sector. Anambra State Governor Chukwuma Soludo has commissioned a 1.7-kilometer road constructed by a community leader, Chief Emma Nwakama, in Achala Awka North Local Government Area. The project was executed under the state's private-public community partnership model, aimed at encouraging community-driven development. Speaking during the inauguration, Soludo praised the initiative and urged residents to contribute to the development of their communities, noting that government alone cannot drive development. The governor also pledged to intervene in the leadership crisis affecting the Achala community to restore peace and unity. And over to the foreign scene. The United States has announced relaxed visa requirements for some fans traveling for the FIFA World Cup as part of efforts to support smooth participation in the tournament. Under the new arrangement, visa bond payments introduced by the Trump administration will be waived for World Cup team members and fans from participating countries who already have match tickets and are registered under a priority visa system. The visa bond policy previously required applicants from about 50 developing countries to pay between $5,000 and $15,000 refundable after returning home. U.S. Assistant Secretary of State for Consular Affairs Mora Namda said the move aims to support legitimate travel while maintaining national security priorities ahead of the tournament. The FIFA World Cup, scheduled to begin on June 11th, will be jointly hosted by the United States, Canada, and Mexico. And that's just the size of our package, but before we go, a recap of our top stories. President Tinubu and Kagame strengthen Nigeria-Rwanda trade relations. Dangote rejects NNPC offer for more refinery shares. A Soludo commissions community-built road in Anambra. And on the foreign scene, we told you that U.S. eases visa rules for World Cup visitors. And for more news in the housing sector, do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Housing TV Africa. Follow us on all our social media platforms, and you can download the Housing TV mobile app on your Google Play Store and mobile store to stay connected. Many thanks for watching. I am Dorcas Chia. Bye for now.